Why do I choose to partake in something that can kill me? Some people don't get that, and I kind of get it. I don't understand it fully either. Maybe there's something to be said about coming close to dying, but that's not the goal here. I'm not trying to die. I could get hit by a bus tomorrow just as easily as I could die skating a hill. In a normal person's mind, that might seem like a crazy comparison, but really doesn't feel that way to me. Having a close call and managing to pull it off, especially when like you got out of it, not entirely by luck, you know, like more on skill and merit. The rush I get from that is crazy, like nothing else. That's actually sort of like what people don't understand, I think, a lot of the time. I think people see it as like we're just hurtling down this hill, like surviving. Wow, I can't believe they got lucky and made it through that corner again. But I've made it through that corner 10,000 times, you know? Like it's calculated, it's deliberate, and I'm trying to do that. Well, I didn't start skating down these like huge mountain passes. I spent years getting better and better. I first started skating when I was 10 and got into downhill skating when I was about 13 or 14. My first board, like even pre-downhill, I found like in a dumpster behind a school. It belonged in that dumpster, but it was, you know, like a gem to me. I just learned how to skate on that for a year or two, and then kind of got my first real skateboard. I went through phases as a kid, let's put it that way. I tried a lot of things. Skating was the one that just stuck with me in a way that I could never quite scratch that itch. I wanted to do it all day, every day. I saw these videos when I was about 13 of guys skating downhill. A part of my brain said, oh, well, I can do that. It spoke to me in a way that traditional skateboarding sort of never did. It's just like surreal, you know, and I haven't found it anywhere else. I couldn't even fathom as a 13-year-old kid skating some of the roads that we skate on a daily basis now. I don't know, at a certain point you gotta take the jump and decide to skate the hill that scares the hell out of you.
Hello.
There's some nice nipples on you.
My mama gave them to me.
Dude, it's fucking hot out here. I'm burning.
I'm filming you, filming me.
This is crazy. Your footage is gonna look a lot clearer than mine.
Skating with your friends is like the best thing ever. It's like a dance. And the more people, the more complex the dance. You're just hanging out, having fun. You know, you get to share these like crazy experiences together, and once in a while a near-death experience, and it brings you closer together. We were brought together through this like amazing thing that we all get to share and do together. It's like my favorite thing ever. You know, I get to wake up and hang out with my best friends all day and then go do my favorite thing in the world. We live together, we skate together, we pretty much spend almost all of our time together. We all like high-five each other at the top with our pucks. You gotta touch everyone's pucks before you drop in. I couldn't tell you where that started, couldn't tell you when I learned that, but it feels good, and I think that's sort of just part of the camaraderie that, you know, you have and the trust you have with people when you're skating. Having someone that you skate with really intimately pushes you more than anything else. you skate so much with one person or a few people that you start to learn the ins and outs of their skating as well as yours. You can become so wildly in sync with the people you skate with. You know when they're gonna make a mistake before they do. And that's one of the coolest feelings, almost telepathic connection there, You're just so locked in on each other. All of my best friends are my competitors. And when you're on the track, yeah, you might not be super friendly mid-heat. You want to win. You want to win bad, but as soon as you cross that finish line, you're friends again, and we do a pretty good job, I think, of laughing about what just happened on track. We're pretty obsessive about skating. I'm going to be real with you. That's like a huge amount of our time, even when we're not skating. We're talking about skating, we're watching skating, we're thinking about skating. We kind of live and breathe it. There were plenty of roads that I wanted to skate that I was told by people that I shouldn't skate, or they wouldn't take me to, or they wouldn't let me skate them. And at the time, I thought they were just kind of just doing it to be mean. I understand now, like, some of these roads will kill you. And that's sort of a hard thing, I think, to grasp if you haven't skated roads of that caliber. You see these roads on these videos and you're like, I want to go skate that, it looks awesome. And on the screen you can't tell, but when you get there in person, like, that road's got hands. We definitely all had an era of like gleeful recklessness where we were just like, yeah, fuck it, it's fine, like, fuck safety. And then like I've gotten hit by 3 cars in that era, so like, please don't put that in. Ideally, on a perfect run, everything is proactive. Realistically, it depends on the run. Shit goes wrong all the time. Sometimes you make mistakes, sometimes someone else makes mistakes, sometimes the cops just show up. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff going on. There's rocks you didn't see, or a car coming up, or a car in the wrong lane, or there's a cyclist, or some woman's in the road. Sometimes stuff happens and you just gotta roll with the punches. There are a lot more precautions. We use a bunch of walkie-talkies. We'll put people in corners to spot for uphill traffic. I'm looking at road conditions. I'm seeing if there's gravel in corners or there's big potholes I should watch out for, if there's water on the road. But it's calculated, and you know what you're doing ahead of time. And again, like, we're not trying to die. We're actually very much trying to stay alive while we do this. And all I'm focused on mid-run is the lines as the road flows. It's almost like I can see it. I'm visualizing 2 corners ahead of me, where I'm gonna be and what I'm gonna do. You're thinking about the rocks that you saw on the way up in that one place, and you remember to avoid those. You're just doing what you have to do. Like, you have a task and you accomplish that task. Get through this corner, get through that corner, get through that corner, and nail each one of those tasks. You're not worried about how you're gonna stop at the bottom, at the top. You worry about that at the bottom. You gotta get there first. I'm pretty desensitized at this point to a lot of things. When I'm at the top of a new road, sometimes I still get nerves. Once in a while still, I'm really scared. And those are usually like horrific feats of civil engineering. The nerves are pretty fun. Sometimes you get a little rumbly in the tummy. And there are still roads that scare the crap out of me. I'd actually say the first run of the day is usually the nervous one. And as soon as you do that, you get that out of the way, and then you're just having fun. And the rest of the day, you're like a little kid. I love this shit. Like, there's no other way to put it. A good road is just exciting. You're staying at the top and you're vibrating. You're feeling the nerves, you're feeling the wind, you're feeling everything, and you're hyper-focused and you're almost anxious sometimes. You can feel gravity waiting for you to commit, because as soon as you make the jump and you drop in, like, gravity's just gonna pull you. And so even standing there, you can sort of feel it waiting in the wings for you to commit and let it take you. Mid-run, I can't think about anything else. I'm just completely focused on what's happening. Everything else just goes away and I'm there. I find as soon as I start to think about anything else is when things go wrong and I should probably, take the next run off and take a breather. You're about to plunge into the unknown. It feels good. It's sort of one of those feelings you look for and you get excited for. I'd say more than anything, what I'm chasing is like the perfect run and the perfect line, and trying to be as fast and precise as possible. I wouldn't say it's just adrenaline. It's like a sense of accomplishment too, and just enjoy the sensation of skating itself, which I think is unlike anything else.
Yeah, boy.
I want to be a world champion. And I want to be the best possible, racer and skater that I can be. Right now, while I'm just skating the way I am, just keep pushing and pushing and try to win and be the best competitor I can. It's a goal of mine to help push this sport further and further into the mainstream and help grow the competitive side of it into a bigger sport that I think a lot of people enjoy watching and would compete in. For me, it always felt worth it. Whether I ended up making it in the long run or not, I think it always felt worth it because I was just skating. That's just what I wanted to do. I would not have been mad because I did it. I tried. That was really all I kept telling myself. Perfection is elusive. It's like the chase of that and the feeling of getting closer and closer to that I guess I'll never have the perfect line.